Good morning, my colleagues and friends. My name is Baba the Baba. You all know me, and I want to thank you all for being part of this class. And I want to thank Ekene Smith for putting this together. Thank you for inviting me to speak to your people. Okay, today I will be speaking on how to negotiate with your client as a comedian. For instance, a comedian is also an MC. You get so if you're invited for an event, how do you charge? First of all, you should know, as a comedian, what you should know is you must know your truth. Your truth in this contest is, do you need money? First of all, you must know that truth. Do you need money? Now, if you have known this truth, you will now understand what packaging is. Because the way you package yourself would also aid the way you charge. Now, when a client calls you for a job, the first thing to do, you don't just rush, because a lot of people are hungry. Because I said know your truth. Do you need money? That does not mean that when somebody calls you for a job, excuse me, are you Mr. Ekene Smith? You now say, yes sir, I'm having my wedding on so day. I would like you to anchor. Next you said 100,000. No, you should be able to ask, when is the wedding? What time is the wedding? What time is it holding? Where is the venue? Where is the venue? You should be able to ask that. Where is the venue? Then you will now ask, sir, I work with time. This is in a package, you understand? I work with time. What time exactly is your event going to start? A lot of clients will tell you, it's a small event, just 1 hour. 1 hour, you are done. Ask the person, what time is it starting? If they say 4 o'clock, then they tell the person that, okay, since it's starting for 4, that means 5 o'clock I should be done, right? Latest by 5:30, I'm out of there. They'll start saying, say some people go come late now. You should understand African time now. All these things is to engage your clients so that you don't look hungry. Because, okay, so that means I am not working with your time, right? That means it can exceed 1 hour, right? Now, while discussing this, you would have tried to know who the person is. Like, you should know the caliber of event, like what kind of event, like the venue of the event. You should know the kind of people that are coming there, so you will now know how to charge. At this point, you are no longer charging because you are hungry. For instance, you are broke in your house, you don't have food. If you are broke, you can borrow 1,000 from somebody. That does not mean that somebody calls you for a job, you charge 1,000 because you need 1,000 at that moment. If you have been able to ask these questions, you now say, for instance, Davido calls you. Davido calls his wedding. You should know that Davido is going to spend over 200 million naira on a wedding. He's going to spend, that wedding is over 200 million naira. So you as a comedian, you should be able to charge 20 million. Now, I'm not saying he's going to pay you 20 million. You should be able to tell him 20 million. You don't go fear. You understand? If you tell some people 20 million, they will cut for your head, though. You understand? Because it's Davido, he has the money. You will tell him 20 million. I know he cannot give you 20 million. He will say, Baba, come on there. Big man, they call, they go spray you. Okay, I'll give you 10 million. He has 10 million naira. He will give you 10 million. Mind you, you are broke in your house and hungry. He will agree on 10 million. Now, that same day you are hungry in your house, another person will call you from Agege. We are having one event. It's an outside, one small compound something. You cannot tell that person 20 million. Because that event will not even cost them 1 million. You understand? So, you now ask, after you have asked the person, you now tell the person, what I charge is actually 1 million, but what can you do? There are people that if you mention 1 million, they will cut call for your head, though. But try to engage that person. Once you are already free with the person, you now ask, is 1 million? No? Some people cannot afford 1 million. What they have is 50,000. Now, if the person is serious and he needs you, the person will tell you, I don't have that kind of money. What I have is 100,000. No? You will collect it. No, don't say I will get back to you, because they will call another person. Anybody that is calling a comedian now has a brother, has a sister that can do it. They will call another person. You understand? Now, one important thing you need to know is that, like I said, know your truth. A lot of comedians have lost money because of what they heard from people. I know a comedian will tell you, I don't collect anything less than 200,000. I don't collect. Don't mind them. do and collect your money. For instance, Dangote sells cement. Dangote says that is, if you got cement is for people that have money, for somebody who want to build a house. So he's selling cement. If you cannot afford cement, he's selling salt. You must chop. You go and buy his salt for 200 naira or 150. You will still buy his product. He needs that money. Now, instead of you sitting at home on a weekend, if somebody calls you for a job and he says what he can afford is 20k, that is what the person can afford. Instead of sitting at home, go and do it. Let me explain why. I'm teaching you from experience. It is not what I read in the book. I once worked with a comedian, a big comedian. He'll be forming packaging for us. Don't collect anything less than 500,000 for your standard. Less than. At that moment, I was working with him. I could barely feed. I said I could barely fuel my car. I didn't buy my car through him. I was working with him. He'll be saying, with this level where you did, you cannot collect. Don't be charging at least 250. At least collect 250. Do you know that I lost a lot of jobs? My friends would call me for event because he told me that if by the time they pay you that amount, that's what they will be paying you. They will not pay you more than that. What about if the person brother got on to a comedian? Will he leave his own brother and be using you? Think about this. So I lost a lot of jobs. I rejected a lot of jobs. There was a day somebody called me for a job of 50k. This was about 10 years ago. Somebody called me, my friend called me for a job of 50k. Because of the motivation I had from my boss, I said, no, I'm not, sorry, I can't do it. I can't do 50. No, I can't do it. If he's not doing 100 last, because he's my friend, I will not take it. That day, there was no food in my house. After that guy ended that call, I wanted to cook, gas finished. And I had to go and beg one of my neighbors that just lost her job. She lost her job that week. And immediately she lost her job, she started selling zobo and kunu. I went to beg that woman to borrow me 500 naira to go and eat first. That is, see me when just reject 50k work. Oh. This lady told me the story of her life. I beg. I should not have money now. She's the one feeding her husband. Oh. I should know that she just lost her job and she's doing zobo, hustling. That men cannot come and be begging her for money. This woman and my friend, who I just go meet code there, say, madam, find me 500. I lost a 50k job because of packaging. That guy has not called me for a job since that time. Since that time, he has never called me for a job again. He's my friend. So one day, I went for an event with my boss. When I got to the event, they paid him, and when they gave me the money to give him. It was not a balance. It was the amount they charged. They told him they were going to give him that they'll give him the money at the venue. When they gave me the money to give him, I checked and 20k there inside. And I went and met my boss. And 20k they give you. He said, that is what that the guy is his friend, and because he took the money because of his friend. That's why he took the money. I said, And I've been rejecting jobs from my friends. My friend won't give me 50k. I said no because of my mentor. My boss told me 250 last. So that is the packaging comedians do to deceive people. That is why a lot of comedians are hungry. They cannot feed. They are doing packaging. That person that is telling you about packaging is doing 20k job. But they will not tell you. They'll be deceiving you. Like I said, know how to negotiate. Now, for instance, that Davido case I mentioned, if the person mentions the venue and you have been able to ascertain that this event is a big event, I want to act hungry and say, what I charge is 200,000. 200,000. The person will not call you. He will not give you the job because he feels you are too small to handle that job. That is how it works. So, and there are people who want to use you to make money. This is another angle. For instance, corporate bodies. Most companies have event managers. They have event managers that handle their events. But suddenly, somebody inside the company is not calling you direct. He wants to make money. So, the guy would have budgeted, they would have budgeted 500k. Maybe the event manager told them 500k for MC, and the company has approved it. He will boycott that job that he wants to do it. Now, if that person calls, because they may call you in a meeting, you have to talk big price. Once it's a company, because if agency give you company job, they don't pay you up to 200k, but they collected 1 million. So some people in that company know these secrets. They will boycott the job. So I will talk to the comedian myself. Now we'll give him 400,000. Now they now call you. Since it's a company, mention 1 million or 2 million. They go beg you, now, it's too much now. That person that wants to do that runs is the one that got your number. It's too much now. Can't you take 500,000? Can't you take 500? Now the company go to appeal, say they don't get cheap comedian. Whereas if that event manager call you by himself, they are going to pay you 100,000 for that job, and the person has collected 1 million. Now that person that did that runs wants you to charge 500,000. He wants to collect 200,000 from that money, because that guy knows other comedians he could have called, but those people go fall in hand. There are comedians you will call because they are hungry. They collect 100,000, and that person want you to do runs, want you to collect 500,000. You can't go say 100,000. You have destabilized him because he wants to make money through you. So that is why some clients also watch your courage. Don't act like you're hungry, because there are a lot of people watching you. They want to use you to move money. So, and you don't have to be greedy. Again, like I said, that 500K job, the event manager could have called you by himself and pay you 100,000. But somebody in that company is bringing you. They're giving you 500,000, and the person is going to collect 200,000 from you. That means you are getting 300,000 from that job. So you don't have to be stingy. And most of these people will not discuss this thing with you. They would have studied you over time. They would have done small business with you over time. Like give you one small job, because they find me something inside that work where I give you. Maybe after the job, maybe na 50K job, you now send the person 5K. The person go say, wow, na correct guy, send me money. That person go carry you for mind. The day what they go do us, and you they go use. So I think on this note, I have said what I can say. So if you have any other question, if you have questions, you can ask, and I will attend to you. Thank you. My name is Baba the Baba.